Yo, what up guys, Ross Scalps here, and in this video I'm reviewing One of Them Days. Alright guys, so this movie, just based on the trailer alone, you can tell it's kind of a cringier movie. Come on. Come on. Just from the trailer, you know it's not taking itself seriously. It's kind of a dumb, turn your brain off movie. And the trailer is literally just the movie. The same tone and everything, very similar throughout the entire movie. A few kind of serious scenes, but yeah, that's basically the movie. And as the trailer showed, it's literally about two girls who need to get rent money by, the end of the day, and they'll do whatever it takes to get it. That's the movie. The director of this movie is Lawrence Lamont, and apparently this is like his first movie or something, because all the other ones are the music videos and whatnot that he's directed. And you have Keke Palmer, you have SZA, you have Cat Williams, among other people, but this movie, it's really just turn your brain off. There's not really a lot of logic in here. But besides that, I don't know. It's just hard for me to describe this movie. Because on one hand, I think it's just dumb and bad. But on the other hand, it was entertaining and kind of funny in some spots. And it's just like weirdly entertaining. And so I'm trying to balance that. I guess the good thing about this movie is it only took apparently like $14 million to make. And it's probably going to make 8 to 14 back this week anyway. It's only an hour and 37 minutes long, so it's not like dragging. But it is rated R. And as of right now, the reviews are saying it's a 96 on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7.2 on IMDb. So Rotten Tomatoes is glazing this for whatever reason, but let me just go into some of the pros and the cons about this movie so you can kind of see the things I liked and didn't like. And yeah, let's take a look. So for the pros, I think Keke Palmer and SZA, their relationship, their dynamic in here, their chemistry, it's good. It is good. They do a good job together on screen, talking to each other. Just some long shots of them just going back and forth. There's some good chemistry there, and they carry the movie, right? The movie is basically about them two, obviously. And so they do a good job of kind of carrying the movie and making it entertaining. And like I said, it's a turn your brain off type of movie. Fun, weirdly entertaining. There's just scenes in here. There's some things that tie together at the end and whatnot, but there's comedy throughout the entire movie. Some of it hits, some of it is kind of like forced or cringe, I don't know. But it is weirdly entertaining. And as the story's going on, you want to see how it ends and how it's resolved. And, however it may be, cringy or not, you want to see it. And so that was another thing. I guess that was good. And the runtime was only an hour and 37 minutes long. I didn't find this movie too long. There was a few times where I was sitting there like, man, are we getting close to the end? But honestly, the pace is pretty good. It kind of gets going. It's just wacky. That's the best way to describe this movie. It's just wacky, fun, dumb. But those are really all the pros. There's not really a lot that stands out. It's just one of those movies. The trailer is literally the movie. So if you thought the trailer was funny, you'll probably enjoy this movie. But with that, let me go into some of the cons. And I think the first one is this is like a brain rot movie. I'm not trying to be mean, but I feel like you lose brain cells watching this. It's one of those movies. It's just dumb. There's some scenes in here where it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like the part in the trailer where she's on the telephone pole and then she falls and then she lives. Or the ending of this movie. There's a villain in here. And it's just like logic leaving the chat in like a lot of these scenes. The logic is gone. Not to mention there was like a fight scene in here, and the way it ends, just what are we doing? Yeah, that's where you have to sit in the theater and you're just like, they really showed that. That's really what they decided to write in as the final, whatever, blow. Yep. But I just feel like this movie could have been better if it was a little more serious. Because there are some kind of serious moments in here with Keke and SZA's character. Not super serious, but, they're going back and forth to each other being real. And I think if the movie had more of that, it could have been a better movie. And I'm not saying this is a bad movie, but it certainly ain't a good movie. But those are some of the pros and the cons I saw. And like I said, if you like the trailer, you'll probably like this movie. I think there's enough comedy in here. There's enough weird entertainment and dumb, fun in here to keep everyone entertained for the most part. There are some over-the-top moments, kind of cringy, kind of, bro, what are we doing? But you still want to see what happens by the end of it. But those are just my thoughts. You know, these movies aren't really my type of movies. I know there's people who like this. There was a bunch of people in my theater who were laughing and stuff, and so there are people who will enjoy this. But for me, if I had to give this a rank, I'm going to have to say Participation Award. I think you should wait to see this on the streaming. I don't think you should go to the theaters for it. I don't even think it was deserved to be in the theaters. Like, Prey, that didn't even make a theater cut. And I know that's a studio decision, but I don't know if this should have been in theaters. But with the type of movie that it is, it's probably going to make the money back. So I guess there's that. But anyways, guys, those are just my thoughts. Comment below what you think, if you agree or disagree. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.